Okay, Papua New Guinea is a country in Oceania that comprises the eastern half of the island of New Guinea and offshore islands in Melanesia, a region of the southwestern Pacific Ocean north of Australia. It's got a land border with Indonesia to the west and neighbors Australia to the south and the Solomon Islands to the east. Its capital on its southeastern coast is Port Moresby. The country is the world's third largest island country with an area of around 178,700 square miles. Now, Papua New Guinea became an independent Commonwealth realm in 1975 with Elizabeth II as its queen. Since Elizabeth II's death in 2022, Charles III has been the king. Now, there are 840 known languages of Papua New Guinea, including English, making it the most language diverse country in the world. It's also one of the most rural countries, with only 13.25% of its population living in urban centers as of 2019. Now, most of the people live in customary communities, although government estimates reported the country's population to be 11.8 million. Now, Papua New Guinea is the most populous Pacific island country. The country is believed to be the home of many undocumented species of plants and animals. The climate in the island is essentially tropical, but it varies by region. The maximum mean temperature in the lowlands is 30 to 32 degrees centigrade, and the minimum is 23 to 24 degrees centigrade. In the highlands above 2,100 meters, colder conditions prevail, and night frosts are common there, while the daytime temperature exceeds 22 degrees centigrade regardless of the season. Now, Papua New Guinea is a Commonwealth realm with Charles III as the king of Papua New Guinea. The monarch's representative is the Governor General of Papua New Guinea, who is elected by the unicameral National Parliament of Papua New Guinea. Now, folks, you can do us a big favor. We do not monetize our channel, so please do me this urgent favor and hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out, and it helps in the algorithm of our channel if you give us a thumbs up if you like our videos. Now, there's some things that you need to know about acquiring Papua New Guinea nationality. The nationality in Papua New Guinea is acquired at birth or later in life by naturalization. I'm really going to concentrate on the naturalization part because that's where most people are going to qualify that's listening here. Regular naturalization in Papua New Guinea is acquired by submitting an application to the minister with the responsibility for the administration of immigration. The applicants must provide evidence that they are of good character and are familiar with the language and customs of Papua New Guinea, are self-supporting, and have resided within the territory for at least 8 years. And that doesn't mean you're going to get the passport in 8 years, but that's the time period before you're going to have to wait before you can apply. Now, a Citizenship Advisory Committee makes the actual determination that the client has sufficient knowledge of civics and language. If the applicant is approved, the applicant must renounce other nationalities unless they are applying for dual nationality from certain countries and take a loyalty oath. And I'm going to give you those countries too, where you can get second passport there only if you're a passport holder of these other countries. Now, a special naturalization process for persons who have performed distinguished service in the public or nation is permitted for economic development or sporting achievement. So this is one of these countries you can go in and kind of name your price. Now, it depends on who's in office. This is not something you go in, you shove money on the table. It's actually in the law. It just depends on what you work out with the country. Okay. Now, let's look at the dual nationality part. Since 2014, Papua New Guinea has allowed multiple nationality only if the secondary nationality is from a specific nation, such as Australia, Fiji, Germany, New Zealand, Samoa, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Vanuatu. Now, Papua New Guinea citizens are Commonwealth citizens as well as by default. Now, superannuation is a mechanism requiring individuals to save money for retirement. This is like their Social Security program. They have a similar program that Singapore's got, where you fund your own Social Security program, but they call it the superannuation program, which is, I like this program a lot better than the Social Security because you're funding your own type of retirement. It's coming from your own investments, and you're funding your own program. Now, it is prescribed that employees make a minimum contribution of 8.4% of the employee's salary, capped at 15% of the salary, into an authorized superannuation fund. The minimum contribution by employees is 6% of their salary. This is deducted from net after-tax pay, and then superannuation contributions are not mandatory for expatriates. So if you're going there as an expat, you're not required to carry this, but if you do, it's not like you're funding somebody else's retirement. You're actually building up your own there. Now, as of 2024, Papua New Guinea citizens had visa-free or visa-free and arrival access to 85 countries and territories, ranking this passport 59 is tied to the Chinese passport. Now, the GDP per capita is only $1,592 a year, so this is a poor country. So again, these are, I'm going to give you my evaluation of this program, okay? If you can get a good work crew in a place like this, you can lower your labor costs down dramatically, maybe 80, 90%, because of the actual pay that people are used to getting paid in this country. The problem with this country is they have an income tax too, which I didn't mention is as high as around 40%. And then you've got on top of that, you've got a Social Security tax here also. But they do tax worldwide income if you live there. So that, I don't like the taxes here. And of course, obviously you can't get dual citizenship unless you're a passport holder of those countries that I mentioned to you. Remember that a really good passport, these are the things you want to be looking for when you're looking for a passport, when you're trying to make a decision, is get a citizenship program that you can get as long as you don't have any sort of civil criminal past. A lot of these residency by investment countries don't go by the statutory requirements after the stated period of time. And what happens is, you just linger on forever trying to get the passport. The country just doesn't go by their law. And also you want to make sure that the country that you're working with, that country is doesn't have any sort of military requirements. I tell you something, most people don't think about this when they're looking for a second passport, but military requirements that is such an important thing, because you can go to a place and affect your kids, your grandkids by, force them in some sort of draft. And you want to make sure there isn't a military requirements when you go there, and make sure the tax system is in place. Either has a territorial tax system, a pure tax saving status, or non-dom system where you can legally get your income taxes to zero. If you can't do that, I wouldn't go. That's just the way I would be. Also, make sure that if there is a language requirement, that you're fluent in that language before applying, or don't apply. See, so many people don't get a passport because they don't learn the language. And always verify that dual citizenship is allowed, or don't go in that program. And you want to get into a passport that has many visa-free countries that you can get, but having the requirements I've just mentioned, and they really should be. You should at least have visa-free travel to the Schengen countries, or to me, it's a wasted passport. I would not be getting it. And remember that a lot of countries reserve the most lucrative business opportunities, like insurance, real estate, retail. Panama is a good classic example, but a lot of countries do this. In other words, you can't get in those type lucrative fields unless you're a citizen, which could take you years to get, or you might not ever get it. So don't go to countries that have those type stipulations unless you're going to get a fast-track citizenship program. But always remember, when you can't speak that language, man, it takes you a lot longer to get everything done. It just ends up just wasting so much time, and time is money. When you go to a country, you can't speak the language, and you spend so much time trying to translate everything. It's just a lot of wasted time. But again, folks, if you're at least, if you're a high earner and you're making at least $150,000 US a year, and or you got a net worth at least 1 million US, and you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And also, don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you like our videos. It helps us tremendously on our algorithm of our channel. We don't monetize our channel. We don't ask for money, but that can help us out a lot. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.